Yes.
How's your duties and
Everything is going well so far. I've been to Kilsida a few times to try and acquire that book that Lord Azroth had once, and the person that has it hasn't been around. Not yet, anyway.
mm, shame? Oh, good. I think continue with that if you can.
Oh, most definitely.
Feel the presence.
Master's behind you.
Indeed.
Oh, master, I didn't see you.
I have acquired one of the books. I no longer require the bestial language. Focus on Draconic.
Okay.
Also, tomorrow we attack the orcs.
Blood.
I will kill Orgut, and with his death the orcs will serve me and give me a foothold in Gurkakul.
Good, good. I have also very good, pleasant information that I found out today.
Hmm.
I found the shades. I found Katrina.
Yeah.
They are very close to the market.
On that island.
You know, it's the second biggest island in the region there. There is a waterfall covering the entrance. I was inside and I was also checking on them with an invisibility potion and found two people flying out of there on one of those creatures that snow has.
A
And I've
griffin.
seen, yes, and I seen Katrina. I'm sure it was her, but I mean, I didn't spoke to her. I was in disguise, in invisibility. And
Right.
I also went inside and I saw the gate. Looks exactly the same as it was when we visited them in the other cave.
Understood. Continue to monitor that place. Remember though, when you're invisible, you still make sounds. So they may still detect you if they.
No, I have bought a spyglass from their place and I can see them from far.
Then keep an eye.
Of course.
Confirm 100% that it is Katrona.
Then I need to be close and actually hear them talking about things and
Uh,
maybe
it,
name them, you know? Like they
yes,
will need
but
to
you
talk
know what she
names.
looks like.
Yes, I know.
Very good.
And
So,
thing is, I know how she was looking when I was there. She could change her outfit and things like that. So I think I need to hear names to be sure.
maybe. But look from a distance. See what you can find or see. Then move closer. But just remember
Mhm.
though, invisibility potion only hides you from sight. If they
Yes,
have a
yes,
good perception, they may hear you.
of course, of course. Also, I have another information. I visited two Fey um creatures next to the Swan Haven, and I told them a little story about what is happening in this realm, and they want to have an audience in front of you, my master.
Two little
Um,
Fae wish to speak with me. I wonder what for.
yes. They want to hear the truth about the stories they've been hearing around.
Of course, they do. Very well, tell them they can find a time and place. I also have information of my own to give to you both. You may
Yes,
come
Master.
across our scouts and warriors dotted around the land. They are scouting and letting people know we are still watching. Do not worry too much about them. Amrin, to keep your cover, fight them. If you are glamored, Mundo, fight them as well.
Well,
To keep your covers intact.
so far, my glamour, I think, is not good to be used. I think I need to change my outfit to get a little bit more disguised.
See what happens.
Maybe use a different name.
Maybe. Stick with the original for the time being. Change your appearance. See what that does. And fight the demon. Find them. Same goes for you.
Hmm. Yes,
No.
I'm walking the world as under the name of Lily Savannah. I'm disguised from head to toe. If they ask me, I will let them know that I have. No one has asked, but that I have a disfigurement in my face. Therefore, I do not show anything but my eyes.
Very well. Very well. Now, we have a neighbor. A
The
devil. Her name I cannot remember. I put a note on the board.
Hmm.
She sought an audience with me. Delilah introduced her. But yes, I cannot remember her name. I do not know whereabouts up here she has settled. But she sought permission. I said yes, if you so wish. Find out more about her.
Okay.
Is she living in here in Zarvel or close
She is
by?
living in Zarvel, not far from here. That's what she said, at least, anyway. Now,
Okay.
tomorrow we attack the orcs. Roughly around the 10 by the, well, my stars.
Hmm.
UK. Now, Friday, we will be transporting resources and power to the portal to the south to finish its up.
Okay.
Can I apologize myself from tomorrow? I already
It's
have
fine. I understand. I do not expect you all to be fully fit and available for every endeavor we do. I'm pretty sure I can handle the orcs.
Thank you, Master. But yes, it's my the day you created me.
Indeed. Now, Friday, we stock up down south. Saturday, we perform the ritual. It will simply be a case of defending it so that the mages can conduct what they need to conduct.
Yes, for those, I'm sure I will be around.
We will see. Between now and then, as I said, our scouts and warriors will be about the land, causing issues for the people. I will also be attempting to perform my ritual for Vashandi to restore her eyesight. I have also acquired the first ingredient for my ritual of ascension.
Great.
White feathers from a divine being.
Ooh, Was that the small one from the small one in the car system?
They were supplied by Thumpy.
Yes, yes, yes. That
The
little.
the troll Shaz acquired them. Shaz now has access to the portals and will continue to provide information and work for us.
Okay.
Very good.
Very good. We need to think about training you, Amrin. Make the most of your attributes with a bow.
Mm.
I will leave that in your capable hands, Mundo, for you are a bow user as well.
Yes, master.
Very good. Make sure her attributes are correct, so that she can benefit from using a bow and help us defend the land from the invaders.
Of course.
Excellent. Now, I don't think I have anything more. I sent a list of ingredients to Kenji and Vashandi. 2 lists. A list of true ingredients and a list of false ingredients. They intend to use their spy and themselves to spread lies and rumors. No one will know which ones are real or false, apart from them and us. We know we need a hair from Marcus in his werebear form.
Yes.
That is the next ingredient we will try and get.
Hmm.
Well, I haven't been introduced to him yet, so don't know what I'm looking for yet. But when I will hear the name, I will look for him.
Indeed. You have your tasks, and you have been informed of everything that I know of. Other than Damon and Grimoria turning on us.
Wait, what?
Damon.
Damon grew too big for his boots, so I left him for dead in the fields. Grimoria decided to side with him, and she too lay dead on the floor. But it seems the people of the land saved them. I do not know where they are.
So we should find them?
Keep an eye out, and your ears alert for any word of them.
Will do.
Me and Vorgoth made a good accounting of ourselves. Left Grimoria and Damon bleeding, dying, whilst we beat up everybody else. As many suffered a grievous wound. It was glorious.
Shame I wasn't there.
That's not exactly something I can plan for, unfortunately.
No, master, it's just I would like to see him in the dust.
The time will come.
Indeed it will. Now, seek out our neighbor, find out what you can about her if you have the time to do so.
Oh, of
She's
course.
here somewhere.
Will
For
do.
me, it's the time. Then I need to join my pit and think about the nightmares.
All right,
That is
Mundo,
fine.
you rest. I will go out and gather information.
Good luck. I mean, good hunting.
Yes.
Yes.
It's been days. How have you been?
Surviving.
That's good to know. Did you get the note that I sent with Lily?
Mm-hmm. I did.
Is there a place that we can talk even further away from prying ears?
Inside. Not many humans get invited in here more than once without anything happening. Consider yourself lucky.
Oh, I do.
Would you rather do it in comfort in the room you were in last time? Or out here?
That's fine. No. That's yeah, let's go in the room. I don't want to disturb the rest of your household.
As far as I know, I'm the only one not meditating.
Even better that we come in here. Is it this one? Yeah. So, have you heard any interesting stories lately?
Depends. What do you consider interesting? Regarding the demons? Yes, I have.
What have you, for argument's sake, what happened in the last day or two that is out of the ordinary?
Isros and demon are fighting, so to say, so what I hear.
And what do the rest of the lands think about that?
Well, if the only opinion I really know, that is my own. It is, I don't trust it. I think it's a ploy to make them think, make us think that they are weak.
Hmm. To make you think that they are weak?
Yes, weakening in the bond that they have.
Well, I heard different.
Oh,
Mm-hmm.
what exactly have you heard?
Oh no, this is not idle gossip. This is straight from the master's lips. Today we were having a conversation and the topic of Damon came up. And basically he said he had gotten too big for his britches. Not sure what he meant. I guess he got an inflated ego or started thinking that maybe he could or is equal to Azeroth in some way, shape, or form. I don't know. The few times that I saw him, it was your routine lord and, well, second in command, if you will. Long story short, too late. Astrath left him to die in the plains. He was one hair's breadth away from dying. And for whatever reason, the people of Felgandar, who hate Damon so much, rescued him, according to Azeroth. He does not know his whereabouts at the moment. And apparently he took one of the demonesses that sided with Damon in their, I would say, household of uprising. They were both whisked away by someone.
I do know one of them was carried away to a safe location. I believe it was the demoness you speak of. But when I had arrived to that location, Damon was already long gone. And Ezra.
You mean long gone dead in the ground or long gone body removed?
Long gone as he was not at the location.
Well, according to Azeroth, he's missing. Now,
And it would be similar to thoughts, not similar to reports I heard, but similar to thoughts. As a matter of fact, you showed great guts coming here because through the portal, I have killed about maybe 6 scouts from Zarvale, and more groups continuously appear.
yes, I am well aware of them. I as well have to defend myself against them.
They are getting more brazen, which means I have a feeling you are going to have to make a decision soon. Because if Azeroth is losing things, he is going to want to replace what he is losing.
All so far, I have proven myself valuable as is, and I'm hoping that luck will continue to hold. As long as there is a, let's face it, you can disguise yourself, you can put something on to cloak yourself, you can do million and one things. But one thing we know for sure, if there is some kind of heavenly entity placed anywhere, anyone that is sensitive to that will just, in a matter of time, crumble. That includes Asroth. He's not immune to that. I can get into places he can't at the moment. And that's where I've bought my time.
Yes, but don't get it confused. It's not saying that the way you are is valuable to him now, but if times of war, especially of infighting between other demons, that does not mean that he will not be desperate to make more. So if you hear even inkling of that, you do your very best to run. Because if he does become that desperate, he will turn you without you actually having a choice. I'm actually surprised he even gave you a choice. Normally, he doesn't deal in choices from what I've heard. It's either do as he says, or you are turned into beast.
I kind of, well, when he broached the subject this last time, saying that I had earned the next step in his I guess division, I don't know what you would call it. Anyway, that's when I told him that I think it would be best to leave me as is, since I could probably serve him better currently the way that I am. And I understand that he would probably have need for more soldiers somewhere along the line. And I'm hoping that he will, somewhere along the line, come to the understanding that sometimes you need to leave something in its original state to be as useful as something else. But I have also found ways to try and quietly leave and disappear if I need to.
I see. And where you're running to places like Letona and Luminara.
No, I'm only going to those places because I'm trying to learn some basic information, um, trying to make it look like I'm taking care of the tasks that he has asked me to take care of. As I try to find a place where I can eventually squirrel myself away, and it would probably have to be with the help of no one, as people do not know how to keep their mouths shut.
Mm. Well, we know how to keep our mouths shut per se, but I do agree. that it is something that you should probably take as a precaution. However, just know there are few who know of your situation, but not of who you are, as people have been gathering opinions of how to deal with this. There are people actively trying to rescue you, even if they do not know who you are. I've heard many talks. I know you seem that is a disappointment, but it could be, as I said, survivability is a must. A distraction you may need. If it comes to it. I have heard people who had just recently arrived here, such as yourself, as well as people who have lived in these lands, talk about this, and none of them like it. That being said, I really need you to think before there are more scouts everywhere, as well as would, I guess you could say, desperation within Zavel. How are you going to survive as Amrin, the human? That is your goal, is it not? To survive as Amrin, the human.
Yes, that is my goal, to survive as myself.
I see. Have you been eating more, or are you still just trying to survive on scraps?
I I survive on what I gather from what I can take away from the local hunters when they're not looking. I will sneak in and grab their meals and squirrel it away. And yes, I do go to Laura's bar. There's a room there that has a bathtub. I'm not sure who rents the place, but I will go there and bathe on and off, wash my clothes before going back to Zarvale. Hey, Angela.
So what I'm hearing is, if Saleti were to come at the meditation right now, and here you are surviving on scraps yet again,
Don't tell anybody that. Red Eyes, no one needs to know that. I'm alive and I'm fed. Yes, maybe it's not, uh, 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 a completely warm meal and a soft bed with pillows. That's just, it's a temporary situation. It'll change sooner or later.
Because
And
the
I'll
next time
survive.
she may just chain you up and force feed you.
Then don't tell her.
That is the lady of my house.
I understand. And I won't put you in a compromising position. I just came to give you some information. Hopefully, you'll find it useful. And maybe if the day comes that I need some assistance, at least I can be provided with a warm place to sleep and a good meal.
Mhm. Well, you may have more than us. As I said, if I ever gave out any information, it is never mentioning who you are, yes?
No.
Well, I have had one conversation regarding you, but it is to a person who can be, for the most part, trusted, as they take care of numerous people. Would you like to know who that is?
Evening.
Oh, hello.
His name is Marcus of Latona. I did not mention who you are or your name, just the situation that you find yourself in. And he agrees that it is not a good situation for someone such as yourself. You need to have food, you need to have water, you need to have something that is not a cage.
I understand. Trust me, I understand what everyone is thinking and feeling. But I'm alive, and every day when I go to sleep, I can feel that I'm alive because even through the pain, it's not cold because it's hot there. I'm still alive. And I'll have another day to try my hand at whatever it is that I need to do to get one step closer to freedom.
Katerina, do we have a large enough cloth for you to get human foods prepared?
I'll look in the workshop.
You are not leaving here without more food. If I didn't do that, the lady would have what is left of my humanity. Well, elf-manity, I guess you could say.
Hmm.
What exactly are you searching for?
My new task?
Yes.
I'm searching for languages.
Languages.
Hmm. I need to try and learn Draconic.
So it's a dragon they're after.
I didn't say that.
You didn't have to. Draconic is pretty much self-explanatory.
Hmm.
They've been trying to decipher brightly colored wings for a while now. And I thought it was celestial or a fae, but it is a dragon. I might have a rugged appearance, but I'm not, as you say, unintelligent.
Oh, I would have never supposed or assumed that, Red Eyes. What does, question? I was looking at the books the other day, but I'm not quite sure if I was looking in the right place at the menagerie. What happened exactly with the angels that were around? Did they all actually disappear?
Katarina, do you have a more accurate depiction?
I think it's common knowledge, really. Those that Astros didn't slaughter fled. How and where we do not know.
Hmm. Well, that's the only clue I'm going to give you in reference to the information you received.
I see. Well then, other than that, what else have you learned? Have you learned more now that you'd have been stretching your legs and this lily, as you say, is also stretching their legs?
I have learned nothing else.
No, I'm not talking of your mission. I'm talking about the people who reside here, be it people who just recently arrived as yourself, or people who have lived here for years.
No,
I
I
want to know
haven't.
your opinions, your thoughts on this land.
I, well, the other day I was passing by that little township in Silverhaven, and they were talking. I overheard them say something about the tea lady. Her name is Isabella. Apparently, she's rubs them the wrong way. I guess I'm not sure what to say about that. I just kept on moving. I didn't listen to the conversation. Um, at Koselsta, well, they directed me to the library. The showed me where the tavern was. Otherwise, they're too busy with their own problems to have any other kind of conversation with anyone.
I see. Wait here a moment.
You could have asked me to move.
Eh. If I can jump like that, why would I ask anyone to move?
Fair enough.
Do you control that book?
Good question.
Or it just follows you because it follows you?
Well, I woke up there today with a lot of flying books in my room.
Hmm.
This one was the first one I grabbed, and since then it's been following me.
Interesting. Does it attack people if you kind of like are in trouble?
I do not know, but I'm sure it could be used as a blunt object.
True, true. Never ceases to amaze me all of the things that are out here in the world. No one would ever believe these stories.
I can imagine for a newcomer that a lot of things in these lands are quite foreign.
Do you get out and about, besides being here at the keep?
I do on occasion, yes.
Hmm. Well, you definitely have a lovely home here, living with your mistress.
Why, thank you.
What did Red Eyes go to do? I need to get going. I mean, everyone at the keep is asleep, I hope. I'm not sure if Lord Atheros was going to turn in early. One never knows.
Very true. I think he was going to get you something. How long have you been in these lands now?
I have been here, I think over 2 weeks or so.
2 weeks and you got into so much trouble.
Well, in my defense, I should have followed my instincts and I should have stayed at the tavern because I did find some empty rooms there, but I was afraid that someone would come in the middle of the night and put up a door. You know, sometimes construction happens when you least expect it, or maybe I sleep in and I wake up in a locked room, and then I would have been in trouble. So I decided to pitch up a tent in the savannah, not knowing that that idiot of an orc was going to come by and ask for tribute. I had no idea it was their so-called land. And as you can see, I am not a very tall or, um, well, compared to him, I was not in any shape. I mean, I had just arrived, so I had no means of defense, no means, even if I ran. Run to where? I had spent 2 days looking for people and I couldn't find anyone. So I did what my instincts have always told me to do, which is survive. I am no stranger to the slave trade. I have been there before on the other side, so I know what it takes to please the taskmaster, if you will. So that's what I did. I submitted to the orc. How was I supposed to know that this orc had offended a Lord Asroth? And, well, when he bumped into him, just sold me down the river, basically, is what he did to appease his anger. He agreed to, well, he had no choice. Lord Asroth said, and if I deem it, I will take your slave and you can say nothing of it. And he took the opportunity to say, well, he pushed me along towards him and said, here you go, take her. And that was the end of that conversation. So I wasn't purposely looking for it. It just, circumstances happened. And I'm just trying to go with the flow.
Indeed. And yes, orcs aren't really the most renowned for intelligence. Evening, my lady.
Good evening to both of you. How are you, Amrin?
Oh, you're in trouble now.
I'm doing okay.
Please have a seat. Good evening, Zell.
You have food. You have drink. Now I'm going to give you some things that might be able to help you. A torch for your crappy eyes and some crossbows to help you.
How did you know
Did you
my...
have to call her eyes crappy?
You're human.
Yeah, they are crappy. I'm not going to argue about that.
That torch
I'm
should
well
burn
aware.
a lot longer than some of the sticks you can find.
You know, I've been wondering where I could get a longer burning lantern, if you will, because, yeah, I'm going through a lot of branches and fibers.
How are you on armor and actual weapons that you like?
I'm doing fine with those. I've been given where they consider it good. I'm still practicing with them. I prefer a bow that I can pull quickly and release. Doesn't have the delay that this one has, but it is a strong bow. And the other one that I use is a shorter one, but it is not as accurate as my longbow, so yeah, it's the compromise that I have to make.
Those crossbows are not going to be something for super long range, only if you cannot reach your blade in time.
Understood.
The half bolts I gave you are enchanted with fire. Well, once the handbow shoots it, it will be enchanted with fire.
Mm-hmm. It'll be enough to make an escape when necessary.
Indeed. Don't make it obvious, but you should probably start planning escape routes. In case you do need to run.
What makes you think that I haven't already done that?
Because you still don't look over your shoulder. Once you crossed over into the unnamed city, I was following you the entire time.
I don't expect too many people to cross into this area, so I did not look. But when I am out and about, I'm constantly looking. I'm careful where I go and change my clothes. The clothes that I wear here outside is not the clothes that I wear that I'm at Zarvale.
Well, I hope you don't change out in the open. The last thing you need is someone to walk across and you need changing.
No, I find isolated places that are hidden to change. That would be the epitome of stupidity, the definition of stupid.
No. I am sure you were going to try to escape as soon as possible. But for now, I leave you in the capable hands of the ladies, in case they wish to speak with you more.
Well, what'd I miss?
Oh, he was asking me if I was still eating scraps, and I told him that I was not eating scraps. I was stealing food from the locals when they weren't looking. So I kept an eye on them, and as soon as they had their dinners prepared, I swooped in and took it. So I had that. I have gone to the arena master, and I've asked him to give me bandages and potions in the case I get hurt, that I can use that, which doesn't cost me any money. I currently am being supplied with arrows for the bows that I do use. Other than that, if I collect clothes that I find out in the drying out in the woods or in the homes that I are littered about Fulgandar, then I will swipe whatever I can swipe, and then I go home and unstitch and restitch the best way I can to make what I have. Though I was supplied by the orc when he first took me, and by the Lord when he took me, I was supplied with some good undergarments, so those are holding up well at the moment.
Seem quite resourceful. That's good. Seems you're no stranger to something like this, or being in situations like this.
No, milady, I am not a stranger to this. I have been in this situation previously, but on the other side, as a taskmaster. Now I find myself on the receiving end of that.
That I didn't expect. I thought maybe you just grew up with hard times or something like that. Interesting.
I honestly wouldn't know. I can't remember anything earlier past the age of 24.
Oh.
Since we're telling stories, I was beaten to within an inch of my life and abandoned. The first memory I remember was the taste of iron in my mouth, the broken ribs, the distorted fingers, the burning sensation on my back, and the sound of the water running and the people talking. When I came to my senses, I realized that I was in a riverbed, left for dead, apparently, and I crawled my way to the nearby village where a man and some villagers there took me to a guild of mages where they nursed me back to health. And I stood there for a while, and I've made some acquaintances and such, but not knowing who or what was following me or looking for me or wanting me dead, I erased all traces of myself, packed up and left without a word to anyone. Well, there was no one to report to, so it was fine. I've lived the past few years attempting to reconstruct some of those memories, but they are completely lost. The injury that I suffered, it was irreparable damage due to the amount of time that I was unconscious, according to the shaman, and they said that I was alive by miracle. And I take it for what it was, survival. And then I made the mistake of listening to some mercenaries who said, hey, we're going to be sailing off to this place we heard about. It'll be a quick sail. We'll make a quick buck. We'll do some trade. And when we got here, I was left behind. It was too late by the time I figured out that they were already gone. And so, looking for people, didn't find anyone except running across this unintelligent orc who demanded tribute, and me having no way to defend myself, had no choice but to submit to survive. I got a roof over my head temporarily, but I did not know that he had been in some quarrel with someone more powerful than him. And so here I am today. I find myself in the situation that I find myself.
Quite the troubled tale. Hmm.
So, troubled childhood, I wouldn't know. Happy childhood, I wouldn't know. Parents alive, dead, siblings, I wouldn't know. And at this point, I don't care anymore.
Well, I suppose it's definitely got to be easier to think of it that way to get by. What you can remember, it's definitely been troublesome and quite unfortunate, but it has made you clever.
Well, at least it's bought me some time with Lord Azeroth until I can find a way to disentangle myself without incurring his wrath, hopefully.
Hmm. Well, when is the last time you've had a meal?
Honestly, last night, I don't even remember if I ate anything this morning.
Don't worry. I'll given her a cloth full of food.
Ah, good. Thank you, Katerina.
Mm.
Do I need to go out and about and stash food in places for you?
No, that's not necessary. I thank you for the hospitality, but no, do not trouble yourself with that. When I have a chance, I was telling Red Eyes that I go over to the bar inn on Tellith Island, and I speak with Lara, and she allows me to go upstairs to the room that she has there. I don't know exactly who rents it out from her, but there is a bed and there is a bathtub, and I will wash up there when I can, get my clothes together, and before I head back out. And she keeps quiet about it. She's been, I guess, as tavern owners go, coin talks, but I make sure that I give her enough so that she does not let anyone know that I'm there. It's a false
I
sense
see.
of safety, but it's safety nonetheless.
Well, it's good to know you've got a spot to go to.
Yes, I'm trying to make do with what I have.
Yes, in these situations, that's all you can do. Well, if you should ever need anything, whether it be food, hope or something, do let us know. And don't think it a burden. If it was, I wouldn't suggest it.
I thank you again for your hospitality, and the food that I have here will last me a while. Um, if I find that I am in a situation where I need some assistance, I told Red Eyes that I would hope that on the bit of information that I've given him, that at least that would be considered.
Yes. Hmm. I'm trying to think of something that we could possibly do in case we need to go to you at where you frequent, so you're not at risk of hanging around here.
Red Eyes knows how to find me when necessary.
All right then. Looks like you're prepared to take off. I don't want to keep you.
I have intruded on your hospitality too long now.
Amrin, you do realize that if I thought you were intruding or bothersome, again, you wouldn't be standing there.
I understand that, but then again, you could just be observing, learning.
Yes.
Predators take predators to know each other, I think, and no disrespect, ma'am, but I'm quite very well aware of everything you guys, your household could do.
Yes, that is very, very true. However, even if I am observing and learning, it does not mean that I'm making you my prey. Not at this moment.
Keywords! Not at this moment.
Well, anyway, I won't keep you.
Now I need
Katerina,
to find a way to get out of here without attracting too much attention. Though, again, my household is asleep as far as I know.
you can never be too careful. Katerina, she must be thinking.
It's okay.
Follow me. Oh, so do you mind showing Amrin out safely, discreetly?
I will get her over. I will at least show her out. I have a feeling I have more demon scouts to kill. Yes, more and more demon scouts are appearing in our areas. Same door as before.
Oh my god, it's so dark here. Oh
I
gosh.
will find you, you know that.
I hope you will find me when I need it the most.
We shall see. Good luck.
That landmass in front. One green plant? Really? Just one? In this whole desert? And one snake in the grass? If you can call this grass. Someone was here. Someone was here. Someone was here. Somebody was here. gotta find out who this is. Oh, for fuck's sakes. All right. Let's go put this stuff away. Someone was home. Or was here. What are you doing? What are you doing sneaking up on us?